Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VII. Last time we had to cut the session a little bit short, which I am really sorry for. Usually I want to have a longer session for the first session of a project, so you can really see the first time of the game. But then again, I'm uploading this project in a kind of delayed fashion, so I don't think that will matter at all. So we'll just continue. After... yeah, we have successfully blown up one of the 8 Mako reactors of Midgar. And... yeah, have made our way via train back to the slums, where our base of operation lies. And that's the place we actually want to visit right now. Just making a new save for now, just so I don't forget. Cause new session, new save. Yeah, get over here. So yeah, these are the slums of Sector 7. And Barrett's kinda making some way for us in that fleshy building over there. And yeah, let's just talk to a few people while we still have the endurance to hear what the people are saying about us. I mean, they've listened to the news while we were on the train back from work. Well, we certainly did a number there. On the other hand, I don't know what innocent people are there to be in that reactor, which appeared to be mostly controlled by robotics. But then again, I guess it's like debris being shot out and then falling into buildings and stuff like that. So yeah, as you can see, in the slums you build with whatever you have. And wait, what? Okay, I never got this one. Sometimes I think if you talk to no one else, Barrett will give you another line of dialogue where he's asking you if you want to see, if I want to see my baby, and you can say, hell yeah, get out of my way. And I don't know what you're talking about, and I actually do have no real clue what he talks about, because there are multiple options. For once, there's this girl, who is not Ardot. She just thought her father had come home. And yeah, did we fight with Barrett? Well, a little bit, but not really. We didn't try to hurt each other. Just a little idealistic disagreement. I mean, that's nothing to mention, nothing worth mentioning. And that's Tifa. Cable, don't... yes, thank you. So yeah, Avalanche's base of operations is a bar. No. Stop whining, stupid pigs. And this bar is led by Tifa. And Marlene's just here too. So to continue the story you need to leave, which is kinda awkward, but well. And Marlene is in fact Barrett's daughter. And I think the amount of characters in Final Fantasy who've had children is really small, so well, we might be talking about that later. We can just go down now, but we can also trigger another optional dialogue. And I don't even know what's he doing with if I say no. Ah, of course, she's snapping. And then she's asking us if we're alright. And yeah, so this girl has a... yeah, just a little crush on us probably. But actually the cautious way she treats us is gonna be an important detail later. So yeah, just keep it in mind. I remember... what? No. I'll remind you when the time comes anyway, so yeah. I think SIN actually stands for Shinra Information Network. I'm not sure. It could also be Shinra Industrial News, but whatever. Jesse nerding around. And there's Barrett. Yeah, he just hit one of his colleagues into oblivion. Oh, you're so great! They really are an odd family. But then again, what do you expect from a guy who has a machine gun for his right hand? Well, I guess it's pretty obvious that Barrett is kinda angry, and that we indeed are quite an outsider here. I'm starting to say quite all the time. So yeah, talking about the money, no one here to talk about, but yeah. So just leave. then something will happen. What childhood friend? Yeah, one might wonder. What childhood friend? And what promise? Yeah, there's not much influence that these answers actually do have. I just try to yeah, I just select them on a whim. 7 years ago. So at this point, in that memory, I think Cloud should be 10 or 11 years old, and Tifa around the same age. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe even a little bit more. I don't have Cloud's age in my head, and I don't have the booklet here. But now they're around 18, 20, something around that parts. So yeah, 7 years ago is really a long time for them. Actually, now that I review this scene, it's really amazing how much, how many little and absolutely harmless details there are that you can refer to with the knowledge you gain later in the story. It's actually quite an important scene. In that, no, it's not important for understanding the whole plot, but it's connected to lots of important scenes. But yeah, if Cloud was a famous soldier, he probably wouldn't be mercenarying around in the slums, so can't have been that good. Carrot stash, 1,500 Jill. For us, that's quite a lot. So yeah, 1,500 for getting Barret into the reactor, setting the bomb, getting out, past the Robo Scorpion. I don't know, sounds like a bad deal to me too. Now this is the real slum music. It's actually called Barret's theme in the original soundtrack. But for me it's just the real slum music. Sector 7 slum music. Oh, I talked to her instead of Malane, whoops. So yeah, we can... yeah, no flirting here. Sorry. Yes, I know. Give me that girl. For fuck's sake. Can't I talk to him? No, I can't talk to Malene. Oh, harsh. So then, talking to Barret. Sector 5 reactor this time. I actually don't know what sector the reactor we previously bombed was from. I may have... I don't know if you could see it in the menu. But yeah, first of all, the one thing I really like about Final Fantasy VII, one thing I like about it, is that you can skip most tutorials. One thing that we could not access until now is the materia menu. And at this point, if we say, yep, we explain to Barret, we'll get the visual tutorial, but I'll explain it to you on my own. And upsetting Barret is a nice giveaway as well. And we get a very short... yeah. More of a note, you can use that now. And yeah. Yeah, weapon shop guy upstairs, blah blah. And the little girls watching the alcoholics, the bar in the slums. I don't know who thought that this would be a good idea, but whatever. So yeah. We're actually pretty much set free in the slums now. And we have some kind of cash. 2,000 and a little bit. And Tifa is part of our group as well. So no, that's not what I wanted to do. This is what I wanted to do. So she's a little bit weaker than the other two, which is kind of logical. There are minimals, yeah, I never explained really this, I'll explain this screen later because we'll go to this materials thingy first. So yeah, this is a shop. Shops are not, in most cases, in some cases shops are marked with shields hanging outside, but often they are not. So it really pays off to look around and sometimes find a more secret shop. This is a shop that's selling items and materia as well. And yeah, materia is basically what makes us... Oops. Yeah, whatever. Oh, wait. Shit. Okay, this is not what I meant to do, but we gotta go with it now. Basically, materia is what makes us use magic. So if I take the two materias that Cloud has and look at his status now, where we can see his command window, you see he can't use magic anymore. So any character can use any magic if he has the proper materia equipped. And materia is equipped into your equipment, into these slots, that's what they're called. And yeah, whatever. Actually I would have wanted to start with 2 restores, but yeah, no cash. Wait a minute, you. What the f... I think I bought way too many. Whatever. And this another shop. Okay, we can buy 2 of these. We could have bought the assault run if we had an assault gun, if... I don't know. This is the icon that stands for usable items. So this one will be consumed if we use it. The icon and the iron bangle is the item that stands for equipment. And so it's increasing our defense and magic defense, as you can see. Yellow is improvement. The defense plus and the defense percent and attack percent means hit chance or evasion chance. And yeah. Whoop. So actually, can I take her armor from her completely? There is you can switch between materia and oops. So if you change your equipment here and press the exit button, you will automatically go to the materia screen. And if you press square, you can access them. You can just switch between the two at your leisure. And I just hope I can sell the... Oh no! Now I know how this all works out. So we're just gonna sell a bit stuff. You can sell materia, but it's dependent on the growth of the materia. So at this point of the game, it's not of much use for us. We will also sell the Ether. We got this one as a starting gift, so we start with this item. It's restoring MP. We don't need MP very much in this early in the game. So we can just use it to get more cash for a start. And yeah. So now materia, and now we have lightning and ice. I want... This is restore, this is fire, this is lightning, this is fire. Well, you'll understand soon why I'm doing the things the way I do them. This is the weapon store. So we got a message from the second floor of the weapon store that they wanted to give us something. And indeed, this is... how to use the... No! Oh, okay. So this is basic... It's basic... I think it's called the training hall or tutorial hall. And yeah, we get explanations about all kinds of stuff. Like the pointer, and the buttons, and limits, and I don't know, all kinds of stuff. And it's really nicely done with the pointer. We are talking to a ghostly finger right now, so yeah, this is one level of meta at least. Position cursor. But I think all of these things I will explain at some point, or have already explained. Yeah. Whoop. The really interesting thing here is that there's something on the ground there. This is what materia looks like when it's lying around, uncontained. Next, treasure chest. Boom! Right on the toe. Whoop. And another ether. And an explanation about save points. I'll save you those because then there's this amount of people there. Those three guys. They can explain all kinds of shit to you, like the whole game's tutorial, basically. But yeah, that's not really interesting for us. The materia we just got now is a different kind of materia. It has a different color. And colors of materias do indeed mean something. Green materia gives us spells. You see, we see witch spells. And yeah, blue materia is supportive materia. It will add or change the effects of other materia. This is basically just means that the materia that's bonded with that link bar you see here between these two slots, that this spell now can be cast on all enemies instead of one. Once per fight, because this ability has 1 star. The stars are the level of materia, and they level by gaining AP. AP are gained after a fight alongside EXP. So basic experience for the characters. And when we gain 2500 AP, this materia will rank up and will give us the access to the Cure 2 spell. We do not lose the normal cure, we can use both. In most cases. There are exceptions. There are also materia that level but do not give you new spells in that case. Stuff like that. But yeah. Now we have the cash to get another the restore I'm lacking. Oh my god. Now that's smooth, is it not? This is really nice. All our slots filled. Oh, that sounds dirty. And yeah. So this is how it goes. Go. So yeah, with the equipment and the materia, we can basically. Oh yeah. Okay, now we have the materia system. More explaining. Very sorry. Materia not only give you spells, and level. They also give you change your stats. As you can see it, I mean it's pretty obvious that this materia, for example, raises our magic stat and lowers our strength. It raises our MP by a few percent and lowers our HP. This is a tendency that most materias have, that they strengthen the magic stats and lower the physical ones. And so someone who has lots of green substances, so Cloud basically is at -2 strength now, +2 magic, and so on and so on and so on. The stats of the characters are a little bit different. Each other's. For example, you see Tifa's dexterity is much higher than Cloud's and Barrett's and stuff like that. But those differences aren't really that big, as far as I know. So you can basically make whoever you want to whatever you want. You can give, you can share everything in a roughly equal way. You can say I want one character to be my caster and give the others give materia to the others that support them in other ways, like increasing HP and stuff like that. Then there's Johnny. Johnny is an NPC that actually is absolutely meaningless, but you can meet him throughout the world many times. And I think he had a little crush on Tifa, but he's moving away now, so I don't know. Tifa's ours, get your own girl. 1 gil.